Love 'em, feed 'em. Cats, I always feed 'em. Scratch 'em, pet 'em. I gotta have 'em. I never met an animal like you before. I'd walk to the end of the world and more for cats. I'm talking about cats. I'm talking about cats. I'm talking about cats.
Yes, we're talking about cats. We doing a little show here called Talking About Cats, and yes, we will be talking about cats. We talking about them. Cats. 9 lives. We doing this tonight live from the Scratchelor Pad. We doing it. I got Scully to the left of me. She's actually sitting on my new futon. Yup, that's right. I have upgraded. I did have an old man geriatric chair. It was a very old and disgusting chair from about 30 years ago. It was an ugly yellow, orangish color, which I don't really know how ever became popular, but apparently furniture from the 60s, 70s, perhaps the 80s was an ugly color such as yellow, brown, or perhaps orange. These were the decades where shag rug existed, where ugly shag rugs were in homes. It was gross. I don't really know why these existed. You had brown, orange, ugly red. I don't even know why I had this chair, actually. I threw a sheet over it thinking that would make it better, but then it was kind of weird because, you know, people would be over and they're like, oh, like, what's that chair? Why do you throw a sheet over it? Well, it's really ugly. It's from perhaps the 70s or the 80s. It's very disgusting looking. It was built from wood. Metal springs were inside of it. It had a wooden lever so you could lean it back almost like a lazy boy recliner, but it didn't really work. Once you extended it, you couldn't really get it back together. You'd lean back and try and put the bottom piece back into it, and it just wouldn't click shut. It was almost as if the chair was saying, I've existed for longer than you. I've been around for about 40 years. I've, reclined myself so many times. I'm not doing it again. I've existed in other homes. I've seen things. I mean, you can only imagine what this chair's seen. It's probably seen failed marriages. It's lived in houses that were probably repossessed by the government. It's seen a lot of things. And in today's day and age, you just said, hey, I'm not reclining anymore. Don't ask me to do it. Don't pull my lever. Don't touch me. You can sit in me, but if you pull my lever, I'm gonna recline, but I won't decline, and I won't wrap back up so that you can sit with me normally ever again. So what I did is I bought a new couch, stuffed it into my tiny car. Still can't believe it fit, but I did stuff it into my tiny car, bring it back. I took the old chair, I threw it off my balcony. 3 stories up, and it was the easiest way to get it down. I said, it's been real geriatric chair, and I threw it off, and all the weight, all those memories within the chair just crashed into the ground, smashed, everything broke apart. I then had to lift it up. It was cutting me. There were sharp pieces of wood. I picked it up over my head and I dragged it to the dumpster. I said, hey, thanks for being my chair for about 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, however long we've known each other. But yo, you're going in the dumpster. So I dragged it. It was scratching me. It was fighting. It was almost like it was saying, but I don't really know what I'm going to do now. Well, I know what you're going to do right now. You're going straight to the dump on Tuesday when the Manchester dump brigade comes and they pick you up and they're gonna crush you and there'll be nothing left of you and all the dust and all the memories that you've known are gonna be gone. But I was sad. Initially, I thought, Scully loved that chair. It was right next to my bed. Every night, going to bed, Scully, she'd follow me into my room. She'd jump up on the chair, just kind of lay down in that chair next to my bed, which was kind of interesting. It was almost like 50-50 shot. Either she's laying within the old geriatric chair, or she's laying next to me within my bed. I'd say my bed's more comfortable, but to her, she really liked that chair. It had some old arms that would kind of encase her in a safety net almost. I don't know, she really seemed to like it, so I felt bad, throwing that chair out the balcony. But I got the futon, and she loves it. And the reason she loves it is because when we're hanging out on the futon, I'm watching TV. She's always right next to me, and we have our sides. Me personally, I pick the right side. I'm on the right side of the futon. She is on the left side, and that's her side. She loves it. She'll jump up, lay with me, I scratch her. She's always purring, she's so happy. I scratch her neck, and she's just purring. Meow. She loves it. So we watch TV together. I think she's really appreciative of the fact that I have a futon now. So when I'm watching TV or playing video games, she can hang out with me directly. She can lay kind of right up on my leg right there. And I think that's a good lesson for any cat owners out there to know that if you have a single person chair, it may be time for you to upgrade to a couch. You may be single, like me. I do not have a girlfriend. No long-term relationships, nothing like that. So really, when I'm watching TV and I'm watching movies and playing video games, I'm alone. And being alone, I may need a single chair for myself, but I never really thought that I should consider my feline companion as someone who's maybe going to watch TV with me, watch a movie with me. So I get this couch. Scully is the first one to jump up, lay right next to me, lay against me. It's way more intimate than, let's say, beforehand when I would be on the geriatric chair and she would be on my bed right next to me. You see, she chose the closest spot to me while I was watching TV to hang out. But now that I have a spot that is big enough to facilitate one human body and one feline body, now we can hang out on the couch together. And I think if you have a cat, if you're single like me, maybe even if you're in a relationship, but while you're home, your girlfriend's not there, boyfriend's not there, hey, you got some space, your cat can come over, chill with you, jump up, lay down, and say, hey, it's movie time, it's TV time, you want to play the newest video game? Boot it up, meow, I'm going to be jumping up, I'll be there with you, we'll watch it together, we'll play it together, we'll have a good time together. But that does bring me to a very powerful question, and I think that powerful question is, how do you deal with a pet's grief in regards to a piece of furniture that they may have grown attached to? I'm no pet psychologist, and I have not spoken to any pet psychologists, but I think this question hasn't really been answered. I've tried to Google search it, haven't found much. I've thought about the question myself. I do know that Scully was quite attached to a desk at one point because when I came home from work, she would jump up on it. That was kind of her spot. She'd lay on it. She loved pushing mail off this one particular desk. And then it was moved into another part of the apartment, and she was very upset at first. And I didn't really know how to approach this subject. I don't specifically know if I could have told her, Scully, this desk is moving. Brace yourself, it's just something that she just had to handle it, deal with it. It happened. I actually did buy her a cat tower from Amazon, put it together. There was about like 10 different pieces. I got my Allen wrench out. I was building this cat tower. It was about $45. Put it together. I felt bad. Put it right where the desk was. She never went on it once. This cat tower that was built for cats as something that cats would enjoy was less enjoyable to her than a desk from about 30 years ago. She hated it. Yeah, those soft platforms, that cat house. I'm not buying it, she said. I'm not buying it. I'm not going in that. I will never be seen on that tower. I liked the desk, and that is that. But how do you guys deal with cat grief in regards to moving furniture or removing furniture from your domicile or where you live? Meow. In the next section, we will be listening to a deep cut off of the Cat Quartet's album where they really went into their affection for the feline soul. And I just want to introduce them personally. Thank you so much for being on this show. Your music is revered within cat fan circles. And without further ado, I would like to introduce the Cat Quartet. Meow. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Cats are really low. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Cats are really low. Me. Yeah. Me. Yeah. Cats are really low. Me. Yeah. Cats are really low. Yeah. Yeah. Me. Yeah, me, yeah, cats I love them. Yeah, me, yeah, I like destruction. Yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, cats I love me. Yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah, me, yeah. Yeah, me, yeah, meow, meow. I love destruction. Meow, meow. I love to pet 'em. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Oh my God. I have never heard anything so absolutely incredible as the Cat Quartet. That was simply amazing. I will take a mental note and add you to my favorite bands of all time. So thank you so much for coming to this show. It was incredible. I'll probably say that you're on my top 5 favorite bands ever. And we really only have one final piece to talk about before the end of the show. And it really is about Scully, and she likes bacon. That's really the gist of it. She likes bacon. Do you feed your cats bacon? I feed Scully bacon. I actually recently was trying to make a really tasty breakfast sandwich, so I got some bacon. I was ripping up the strips, just putting them on the pan, sizzling at about, like whatever the top medium high temperature is for a stove and I was just cooking bacon, and I made some bacon, made a very tasty breakfast sandwich, and Scully came up right next to me, and she was like, meow. And it was like a Sunday, so I was like, yo, Scully, like, you want some bacon? So I ripped off a piece of bacon, gave it to her, and she loved it. She was just eating it. She's like, oh, this bacon is awesome. Awesome. So then she was like rubbing up against me like cats do, like, are you gonna make some more bacon? Are you gonna make some more bacon today? But like whenever I make bacon, I make a point to give Scully that bacon. And I don't even give her the bad parts. Like I don't even give her like the only fatty parts. I give her like the parts that are like the good bacon parts. And she loves it. Scully likes bacon. That's the last part of the show. Really, there's nothing else we can talk about, but I did find out that Scully likes bacon. She likes it. She likes bacon. Thanks to the Cat Quartet for hanging out. This has been another episode of Talking About Cats. We hope to see and hang out with you on the next edition of Talking About Cats. I may include a piece where you can email me or call me and maybe you'll be on the show and it'll be awesome. And we can talk cats, maybe cat breeds, something along those lines. Maybe your cat likes bacon. We have to get down to the bottom of the fact that some cats feel upset when the furniture that they love gets taken away from them. But we will find that out and we will get to the bottom of it. But have an awesome night. It's just been another awesome episode of Talked About Cats. Meow. We're out. Meow. Meow. Talked About Cats. We're out.